Let's go down to verse 8. And all who dwell on the earth will worship him. That is the beast, whose names hath not been written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Verse 12. And he exercises all the authority of the first beast. This is the beast that rises from the earth in its presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to what? To worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Notice verse 15. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not what? Worship the image of the beast. Should be what? Should be killed. Notice time and again the issue is worship. And worship has to do with the first table of the law. Notice Revelation chapter 14, verses 9 and 10. Again, the idea is that the final conflict has to do with worship. It says there in Revelation 14, verse 9, and then we'll read verse 11. It says, Then a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If anyone worships the beast and his image, and receives his mark on his forehead or on his hand. And then let's go to verse 11. And they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receives the mark of his name. I think the word worship is used enough times for us to know that the end-time controversy has to do with worship. And worship is related to the first table of the law. Now I want you to notice another text that speaks about worship in the end time. But this is the positive perspective. This is the verse that tells us that we're supposed to worship the Creator in the end time. Notice Revelation chapter 14, verses 6 and 7. Revelation 14, 6 and 7. Then I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach to those who dwell on the earth, to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment has come. And now notice, and worship Him who made heaven and earth, the sea, and springs of water. Why do you suppose God calls upon the world to worship the Creator in the end time? Folks, it's because the beast and the image of the beast are claiming the right to be worshiped. In other words, here we have a contrast between worshiping the Creator of the heavens and the earth and worshiping the beast. The issue, once again, is between true worship and false worship. And once again, the table of the law that has to do with worship is the first table of the law. Now, it's very interesting as you examine Revelation chapter 13 and 14 that the issue involves, as I mentioned, the first table of the law, but there are specific examples in these chapters that show how the beast and his image violate the first table of the law. Let me just mention these quickly. Does the beast demand worship? Revelation 13 verse 4. Now, if he demands worship, would this be a violation of the first commandment that says, Thou shalt have no other gods before me? Absolutely. Secondly, does this beast raise up an image and command everyone to worship the image? Yes. Which commandment is that a violation of? The commandment that says, don't make any image and don't worship it. That's the second commandment. The third commandment is also involved because we're told in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 6 that the beast blasphemes the name of God. Which commandment does that violate? Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Does the conflict also involve the fourth commandment? Yes, because the first angel's message calls us to worship the Creator, which means that the beast must claim to be the Creator, but he is the counterfeit. Which commandment of the law of God has to do with worshiping the Creator? It is the fourth commandment of God's holy law.